As the world mourns Pope Francis, history's most secretive transfer of power begins. White smoke, the path to a new pope, guides you through this momentous transition. We explain exactly what happens next, leading to the dramatic conclave vote. Learn how each ritual unfolds, what each tradition means, and why these ancient ceremonies still matter today. Follow along as the throne of St. Peter stands empty and a new chapter in church history begins. White Smoke, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey folks, Garrett Fisher here. I need to tell you about this absolutely mind-blowing podcast, Acting President, that's been keeping me up at night. It's about James Bennett, a former governor starring in a hit Sunday night TV show about overthrowing the government, and then his actual former chief of staff approaches him to do it for real. The line between fiction and reality completely disappears when these course correction rallies start popping up everywhere. Is it brilliant marketing or something more sinister? The parallels are insane. Trust me, this is the political thriller you didn't know you needed in your life. Acting President, available now wherever you find podcasts.
Caloroga Shark Media.
Hi there, I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news stories, the lost editions, just to catch you up. I found a file. The file is called Good News 24, and I realized I had a bunch of episodes I never recorded last year for various reasons. So on Saturdays, I've been doing the lost episodes. So let me tell you about some stuff from a few months ago. A couple were surprised when they both got down on their knees to propose marriage at the same time. Yeah, Rachel and Rashad were proposing. They were at a concert. You see, they had shared their first kiss at a Modest Mouse concert back in 2021. So back in June, these are the last episodes after all, they went down to see Modest Mouse again. Rachel had a ring tucked in her pocket. Rashad had the same plan. Both had confided in Rachel's 16-year-old daughter, Jasmine, that they were going to propose. So Jasmine had to play dumb. So Rachel drops to one knee first. Rashad starts laughing, and he does the same thing. Jasmine, knowing what was about to go down, captured it all on camera. Rachel said, "I wanted to get down on one knee to make him feel like a prince, just like he makes me feel like a princess. We were so shocked at what happened that neither of us thought to actually say yes." In case you're curious what song they picked, Dashboard. Down in Sydney, the Botanic Gardens, which are beautiful. I have been there. Really great. They were auctioning off 6 saplings to spread enthusiasm, interest, and genetics around Australia. This a special species of pine tree found in the mountains near Sydney that have survived since the time of the dinosaurs. There are 90 or so original trees surviving in the wild. They're located in an area so secretive that even scientists aren't allowed to know where they are. Unauthorized entry into the secret tree site is punishable by up to 2 years in prison and a fine of 330,000 Australian dollars, according to the Australian Biodiversity Conservation Act. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. The Aussies are worried about invasive species, which could wipe out the population in a matter of weeks, so any visitors to the secret location must be thoroughly sanitized and their activities carefully controlled. It's the Wollemi pine. The species evolved 91 million years ago. They thought it was extinct, but in 1994, scientists found the 90 specimens in the secret location. Anyway, they gave out some saplings, hoping to spread the pine throughout Australia so we have some diversity of location there. An expedition found a 2-foot-tall bronze statue of the Greek goddess Diana. It had once adorned the fireplace on the Titanic. Georgia company RMS Titanic conducts expeditions to document, monitor, and recover the relics of the Titanic. They recently did an unmanned expedition to the site. There, half buried in the mud, they found goddess Diana without a speck of green to be seen on her flowing ground. James Penka is a researcher at the company. He told NPR, "It's truly a needle in a haystack that it's 2.5 miles underwater in pitch black darkness, and we found her with just hours remaining in the expedition. There were a lot of tears in the room for a lot of us, even the people who've been there before." Scientists tell us Van Gogh's painting, Starry Night, is scientifically accurate. Dr. Huang Yangzhang says the scale of the paint strokes played a crucial role. With a high-resolution digital picture, we were able to measure precisely the typical size of the brushstrokes and compare these to the scales expected from the turbulence theories. To reveal hidden turbulence, the research team used brushstrokes in the painting like leaves swirling in a funnel of wind to examine the shape, energy, and scaling of atmospheric characteristics of the otherwise invisible atmosphere. Dr. Huang says it reveals a deep and intuitive understanding of natural phenomena. Van Gogh's precise representation of turbulence might be from studying the movement of clouds and the atmosphere, or an innate sense of how to capture the dynamism of the sky. White smoke. The path to a new pope explores humanity's most elaborate and secretive transfer of power, a process now unfolding following the death of Pope Francis. This series reveals the hidden rituals, ancient traditions, and behind-the-scenes drama of papal transition. As the Catholic world enters this solemn period of mourning and anticipation, join us in witnessing how the Church has perfected this sacred process over 2,000 years, and what happens in these crucial days when the throne of St. Peter stands empty. White Smoke brings listeners inside the conclave that will determine who will succeed Pope Francis and lead the Church into its next chapter. White Smoke, wherever you get your podcasts.
You can get this podcast completely ad-free right now. If you're on Apple, just click the banner that says Uninterrupted Listening, and you'll get your first month free. If you use Spotify or other podcast players, go to caloroga.com/plus. It's just $5 a month, and you'll get access to over 20 premium shows with no interruptions. Binge listen to new series like the political thriller Acting President, Signal Lost, where military secrets land on the wrong phone, and Pager Protocol, the thriller about exploding pagers in the wrong hands. Plus, enjoy daily shows like Palace Intrigue about the royal family, daily comedy news, and 5 daily trivia questions to test your knowledge, and White Smoke, taking you behind the scenes at what's happening right now at the Vatican. You also get all our hot shows like 5 Good News Stories. Enjoy your favorite content without any ad breaks. Remember, Apple users click the uninterrupted listening banner for your free first month, and everyone else head to caloroga.com/plus. Get ad-free listening today.
A nice job by a rescue shelter in London. All Dogs Matter did a photo shoot for some older, bigger, and less photogenic dogs. The focus was also paired on pairs of dogs that need to be adopted together. Bobby and Brandy, 12 and 14 years old, a bonded pair of Yorkshire Terriers, were looking for a home. 71% of people in a poll admitted seeing a cute dog's image on Instagram or TikTok can prompt them to go check out rescue sites. The glamour shots were captured on cameras provided by Wex Photo Video, which has partnered with the shelter to give these dogs another shot at showcasing their personalities. The marketing director, Paul, says every dog deserves their moment in the spotlight, regardless of age or appearance. Much like a dating profile, pictures tell 1,000 words. If these wonderful photos help even one pup find a home, we'll consider it a job well done. My current dogs are shelter dogs. Johnny Mac's had a dog every day of his life since 1981. All shelter dogs, and I love them all. You have an awesome day.